Alright, hello everyone. How's it hanging? So, asked Recon back here in their video. Today we're going to be talking about a deck that I have just recently made in Brawl. It is called Pinball Wizard. So the entire idea of this deck is your commander Codie for Vociferous Codex. Or I butchered the pronunciation, but you get the idea. So it is a 3-drop legendary artifact creature construct. You can't cast permanents or spell. Well, you can't cast permanent spell. Pay 4 mana, you tap it. Add 1 of every color to your mana pool. When you cast your next spell this turn, exile cards from the top of your library to exile an instant or sorcery card with lesser mana value, which is just converted mana cost. Until end of turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put each other card exiled this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. Now, I want to start by saying this is pretty much just like a budget version of what I really wanted to make because I didn't have enough wild cards. So I run things like Opt, Duress, Shock, Disdainful Stroke, Majority Disruption because it can also be used as a land, Negate, Test of Talents, Gasp of Darkness, Fire Prophecy, Fracture, Secret Rendezvous, Deadly Vanity. You have to have board wipes. Like Pop Quiz, Solve the Equation, Teachings of Arcanus, Necrotic Fumes, Pestilent Haze, Furious Liberation, Crush the Weak, Demon Bolt, Cultivate. Now, Field Trip I actually do need to remove because we don't have any basic forests in our deck. And I'll explain why in a second. Transmogrify, because Transmogrify. First Urge, for this card, another board wipe. That's just my, thing. Finishing Blow. Because basically we want a lot of high CMC cost cards in the deck so that we can, fetch the higher stuff. And the reason that we don't have any real, stuff in here is because we have, we have our Triomes. So there's really no need for that. Also, with the World Tree, we can have our mana be any color, any we're choosing. So we're gonna go ahead real quick, because I do kind of want to show off the deck a little bit, because you can put Mystical Archive cards kind of, in the deck. So I mean that is a doable thing. But I think in general, so we do need to add like 1 spell. So I've been kind of thinking about really what I want to add. I think the deck personally needs more red than anything else right now. So we're gonna do Sorcery Instant. And we just have like Infuriate. We can do a different Infuriate. I mean, well, actually, Infuriate won't really help us unless we're just trying to buff Codie, but it's not what we're trying to do. Pretty much anything with kicker costs for instants or sorceries would also be pretty good for Codie. I think that'd be very useful for us. We're not going to be using things like, Escape to the Wilds. Things like that, because that just doesn't help us. Volcanic Salvo is like an interesting card, but I don't like having to pay that much mana for it. I mean, I think in general, Volcanic Geyser would actually be pretty good. We're going to slap that in there. I also like Command Tower. Now, like a normal Brawl deck, I would probably run... a normal Brawl deck, I would in general probably run Arcane Signet. But again, this is entirely jank. The entire point of the deck is just for me to play instants and sorcery. So while this is not like super crazy or anything, sorry, I'm kind of looking over my other window because I'm trying to make sure it actually is recording. I ran into this issue earlier because I recorded the whole video and then I looked over and was like, oh no. So yeah, we'll see what happens here in the first game. Pretty much this is going to be like best like maybe 2 out of 3. We'll just kind of do like 2 or 3 games to kind of see where it goes. So opening hand here sitting pretty spicy. We will have a turn 2 Shock. We can have a turn 2 Negate And, I mean, yeah, we'll just keep it. So we'll play our Triome for turn. He's playing green-black, so it's pretty interesting. We'll kind of see where that goes. He'll scry, probably put it on the bottom. Probably looking for a land card, so he's fetching for early on. Smart. Alright, and we'll go ahead and we'll play our turn 2. And we'll pass back. Guy have his turn. Probably gonna play a creature on turn. Yeah, how about no? How about no? How about you don't get rid of my board wipe? How about that? It's just a popular play with black. It's always like turn 1 Duress or like a turn 2 Agonizing Remorse, because I mean it's really good. And I don't want them getting card advantage over me, being able to see my whole hand. Like the fact that they can see your whole hand for 2 mana, pay a life, and remove a card, like that's just value. Like especially in black, because like life is just a resource to you, so you really don't care about, you know, losing life, especially if you're playing black. Like you just don't. I mean that's just a fact. So here we go. We'll add 1 of every color to our mana pool. A1, burn it. Cycle my whole deck. Because I don't have anything for 1 CMC cost other than that card, but it's fine. Because you have to remember, I just shuffled my entire deck. So, essentially anything I draw off the top will be a little different. Which is great. It's exactly kind of what we want. And on top of that, I have Grasp of Darkness in hand, so if they have anything that's, I mean, this early on, especially as like a 3/3, heck, even a 4/4, it's instant kill anyway. And we also have a board wipe, which, again, we don't really care if Codie dies, necessarily. Like, we do, but we don't. Like, we care, but only to a lesser extent, because we know that we can kind of get away with it if Codie dies. Because our deck's just spells and board wipes anyway. Because we're not really 100% relying on, like, Codie being there. Like, say, Codie died, right? Cool, he costs 5 now to play. And that's fine. So now he's going to make me pick and choose, because he only has 2 mana left, so he's going to play a creature, so he can't play Sorrowful. They're cool, so now he can play Sorrowful again next turn for basically nothing. I'll play Codie again. And he'll probably play a Murder. Or some other form of card like Gasp of Darkness or things like that. Black, in my opinion, is like very predictable to play against, especially if you played against it enough. You can kind of get a lot of telltale signs for kind of what a lot of players are going for when they play like green-black or anything that they splash black in, because a lot of the time it's just things like Duress, Agonizing Remorse, Sign in Blood. You know, pretty much anything to, you know, gain things. Like, heck, he even ran an artifact right there. So, like, I'm not going to play Codie anymore because he just keeps burning him. And there goes Sorrowful, which we're going to kill him on our turn right here anyway. The guy just doesn't realize it yet. There you go, pay 5 now. But essentially, that's just the idea of how the deck works. We're going to keep going, though, because I do want to try to see if I can't pop off a combo. There is a card I have in my deck that lets me steal an instant or sorcery from an opponent and actually use it against them. I've played games where I've gotten board wipes from people before and played it against them, and because it costs colorless mana, so it's kind of the idea, right? So if we keep doing that, I think it'll be alright. Alright, we got a counterspell. So here's what we're gonna do. Go ahead, pop Codie again. He's probably setting another board wipe. I'm just calling it at this point. I'm just like, literally, I can feel it in my soul. Like, every time this dude, like, has untapped mana, it is a kill card, a discard card, or something in between. Now, we didn't draw into World Tree, which kind of sucks, because we have a lot of untapped mana here, which would be really nice for World Tree. Yep, there we go. I'm called that. I'm fucking making my commander cost 9 mana to play. Like, Jesus. He just doesn't want Codie out there, which I get it. I wouldn't want Codie out on the field either. Are you kidding me? A fucking card that you can just tap for 4 mana and grab a card from your deck and then play it for free? Hell no, I don't want to play against that. Sure. Actually, I will counter that. I'll make him pay 1. I'm okay with tapping him out. Thing is, I'm not drawing in any planes right now, and that kind of sucks. If I draw planes, I can board wipe, but he'll have to distance Starf him back to his hand, which I'm sure he won't mind doing anyway. Like this entire deck, guys, it's not meant to necessarily win. It's more or less meant just to like mess with people and have fun doing it. This guy is, however, not letting me have fun. Period. Guy's just like, nah, bro. You don't get to have fun. All right. So I might have to board wipe if I get a mana. So actually, if I draw on the Doomscar, I can just hardcast Doomscar. I don't care to foretell it. So the reasons that foretell is such a good mechanic, by the way, which I should actually make a video on this. But I like foretell a lot. Oh, I kind of misplayed a little bit there. I should have tapped and then done it. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. I don't like that. That's correct. Tap 1 of every color and yeah, so we can play Shivering Harvester now. So that was the kind of card I was talking about. You take a card from them and you can play it for free. Now, I could have gotten probably like Pulling Ritual. I mean, that's really it, truthfully. Is it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Okay, that's 14 damage this turn. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to tap Codie. Then, yeah, okay. Command tower. All right, here we go. Tap Codie. Tap everything down. Do that, resolve it. He'll go ahead. I'll draw. Oh, I drew into Cultivate. Okay. I paid the student cost of 4. He'll get to keep 2 creatures. Which he'll keep his commander and probably Astaria. Because he doesn't care about Woodland Mystic. Really? You care about Woodland Mystic? Bro, it's Woodland. Are you really hurting for that much green mana? No, you're not. Why would you... Or cap Astaria? Astaria is... really is. So we'll play this for free. An island. Oh, we got 2 islands. Let's start with 2 islands. 2 plains. And then we'll go ahead and just play a creature, because we need a creature right now. So one of the things I think this deck could probably use, honestly, and if you guys want, I can I'll go ahead and put the deck list in the comments below on the video, but I think one of the things the deck could really use a lot more of is draw power. Like I said, I kind of just put this together haphazardly in like 25 minutes. One day, and it works in some games, and some games it just doesn't. This is how jank goes, right? I mean, there's usually no in between, but I kind of wanted to showcase off the deck a little bit and kind of show you in general, you know, some of the combo pieces and just things that kind of work. And that's essentially all it is. You play a spell, you search your deck for a card that you want. I mean, then that's just the end of it. Now, he did just dead weight my card. He didn't give himself a lifelink, so we're gonna go ahead. And man, I am tempted. Do I play Codie? If I play Codie, I won't even have enough to like use Finishing Blow. Alright, I'll play Codie. I have to. Wait a minute. Okay, I just actually found out something about Codie. It was a little different. I didn't even think about this. It says you can't cast permanent spells. So you can But when he comes out, you can't. Okay. See, I thought it was you just couldn't have any, period. But I thought the idea of having an all-spell deck would be kind of funny. So here we are. That happens when you don't read people. I didn't think it worked that way. See, I'm learning stuff even doing the video. So, like, yeah, this deck is, like, it's jank. But now that I know that I can use spicy boy stuff, I'm gonna make another video of like a Codie 2.0 and do some Magecraft. I think that we can run Pentacolor Magecraft. I think that's sick. Oh, look at that archive Cultivate art. I like the border on that actually. It's really good. Grabbing, yeah, okay. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna swing with that 3/3? Every creature on opponent controls dies, put a 1/1 counter on it. I mean, he can swing. I'm not gonna block. And 2 cards in his hands. Oh, okay, so we do that. Tap Codie. Do that. Kill. Search my deck. Grab a pop quiz. Play pop quiz for 0. As much as I want to transmogrify his card, I really fucking do. I also don't. I think that'd be funny. So as you can see, I'm sitting on a lot more mana than he is. I feel like. Well, I have a lot more varieties of mana than he does. Alright, destroy target creature. It's cool. No big deal. Codie just costs 13 mana now. Little bonkers. Alright. I'm gonna transmogrify his commander. At this point, I don't have a choice. I'm not trying to win. Like. Hey, Clackbridge Troll, sweet. Eliminate Forest and Gasp of Darkness, huh? I realize what I just did was probably pretty stupid, but at this point... Oh, what, he quit? Alright, I don't know why he quit. Like, he could have won. He could have won. Okay, y'all, so... That's the vid. Like, I guess he just got tired of my shit. I don't know why he scooped. He could have won. He had Crackbridge Troll on the field. I had nothing in hand. Only thing I had was Codie. And even then, like, what else could I have done in that situation? Well, I could have board wiped him one more time. Like, that's all I could have done. Alright, y'all. Well, I'll go ahead and leave the deck list in the comments below. And if you are interested in more videos like this, just let me know. Just leave a like. And if you want to follow me on Twitch at twitch.com/AskRecon, I typically go live a couple days a week. Right now I'm playing Path of Exile on there. And occasionally I do play Magic on stream. But right now I'm kind of more focusing in on Path because it's just kind of, I've been enjoying it a lot and it's really fun. So, yeah, come check me out there. And as always, guys, stay cool. So I will catch you all in the next video.